The beauty and blessing of conflict. So I wanted to talk about this today because it's been on my mind a lot lately. Life can just get really hard, and there's no quick fix or cure all for every situation, which kind of sucks, but that's how it is. But there are a couple of principles I have learned and am still learning, but it's a process, right? That can help you wherever you're at in life. There are a couple of things that I want to talk about that can help you see the beauty and blessing in conflict and struggle. So, the first is to look at the horrible catastrophes in history and the personal pains and struggles of others you know. I know that sounds kind of depressing, but it's also very eye opening. I suggest this because it's one of the best things when everything in life is messy to just step back and look at the bigger picture with a different perspective. Everyone is facing some sort of struggle, trial, and conflict in their lives right now. And so to see that everyone else around you and everyone else before you in history have faced some sort of conflict and multiple conflicts in their lives, it just normalizes this idea of conflict, which I personally feel like is a big step in accepting it and learning to enjoy conflict. So this normalizing of pain and struggles is a bit strange. Conflict has a stereotyped image of being hard and yucky and icky, and it's a bit of a fight, and there's a general overall feeling of it being avoid at all costs because it's hard and it sucks, which is really true, but that's not the only thing about conflict. Those are characteristics that define conflict, but it doesn't mean that it defines conflict completely. Conflict also has a wonderful and beautiful side that brings a change in life. Conflict is how the caterpillar becomes a butterfly. It's how the great heroes of history that we know and love today became the respected people we know. And the true conflict is the only way we can bring about change. There's no getting around that. So there's a story called The Book Thief. It's a really heart-wrenching, tearful story. It takes place in Nazi Germany during World War II. During this time in the world, there's lots of pain and suffering and death, and it was really awful. But amazingly, there are these beautiful, joyful moments because life still goes on. And a lot of those joyful moments made me want to be in that time. They made me want to be there, which that moment of time was actually a horrible place and time. So the last concept I want to share goes along with this, and it's a bit stark. Where is joy without the pain? Where is change and growth without the contrasting and pushing force of conflict and hardship? The conflict in your life is the only The conflict in your life is the reason you can see where the joy is. And that's why conflict is such a blessing. I'm so grateful for that. These hard things in life, they really suck, but they are making you and me a better person. We can learn so much from our circumstances if we choose to. We have a choice to limit our happiness to the current situation and pain in our lives. I know that you don't always have the power to change your situation. There's some things in life we just don't get to have a say in. But we always have the power over how we view things. We can't choose our stimulus, but we can choose our response. And choosing to change your perspective on conflict and trials will change how you view the hard and icky stuff. And that will change how the hard and icky and yucky, painful stuff in life will affect you. So that's all. I hope you enjoyed this little message, and yeah, check out the other videos on our website.